Welcome, everyone, to Lane Stadium, birthplace of Beamer Ball, where they will touch the Hokie Stone and come alive for Virginia Tech. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Broncos will put total leather and we'll get started. Fair catch called for and made. Offense getting set for first down. Wide out in motion. A run for the quarterback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quarterback will audible. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Boise State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. He's going to pass. Throws to the back. Grabs it in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, if he keeps making more of those, Lane Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football. This guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Still looking. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
On third down, going up top. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Boise State.
As the defense comes out, they've got them pinned back, and listen to the roar of this crowd. Going up top on first down. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He wants to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and...
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
The incompletion on first down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's a really good start for this defense. But I tell you what, they're going to have more opportunities because they're going to throw the football a lot. They're the top 10 in passing in college football for a reason. So this defense is going to have to play great, make plays on the ball like that all game long.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
On the move, it's Kane. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Here on 2nd and short. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll leave it with him. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the defense, got him at the 27.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got a man. It's Maldonado. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Ready, set.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Boise State 7, Virginia Tech 0.
The Hokies will try to pick it up on 4th down.
3:25. Logger.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On second down, looking to throw. He wants to go deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Letting them out of jail like that is a punch in the teeth to this defense. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 37. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Boise State.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And the Broncos will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Kane. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And he get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10.
Brings up second down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Jackrabbit. Longer. Go.
Leaves it with the running back. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
Tackle is made at the 7-yard line. Brings up third down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth downs.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Absolutely perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Rice is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 17 over Syracuse. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Tony.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little extra time. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Assault continues. Steps away to find some room. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the left. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
Here's the handoff. And he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
After the incompletion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
And the Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Holds it in. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take the deep shot. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Bowman. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCaffrey. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He's going to pass. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. They move the tight end all over. Handoff from the gun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
He's tackled at the 30-yard line. Now, fourth down. Number 11, on to punt it away.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
First half with the score, Boise State 14, Virginia Tech 3.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. Second and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. They're working that left side. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Ooh, he's that smell soft. Goodness gracious, that linebacker just opened the eyes of the running back, running through the hole and hitting him right in the mouth.
And, man, he may have to have the molars checked out after that one, but at least he was able to hang on to the football.
Secure that football. It is hard to do when you get hit that hard, especially when you get that face right there on the football. Nice job by the back holding the ball.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Keeps looking downfield. He fires it out to the right.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Quarterback checking off. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Quick handoff. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the tailback. And the Broncos brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Broncos! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find...
And he breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Explosive run from the Hokie quarterback. He was almost off the Never Never Land, the way Michael Vick used to do it.
You can't coach that. He's got it already done, and that guy's got some serious speed, the ability to outrun people and make it look like they're just in slow motion.
The Hokies in the hurry-up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking for a man on second down, trying to get to it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with the receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Maldonado. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete to the right.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downfield anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Hokies are threatening in the red zone. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Ready to send out that offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Boise State 21, Virginia Tech
10. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They're testing the right side here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Defense in press coverage. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He wants to take the top off. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
On second down, wants to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Hokies! A great catch and run for 6. Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. They'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win.
We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
You're playing well.
Got a lot of running room. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on 1st down. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
And back to the air on 2nd down. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
They'll run it from the gun.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone.
4-2 Spider.
Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Okay, up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Pressure coming. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the 1st down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourself a shot to win.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Back to the air one more time. Coming after him. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra 1st downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the 1st down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man to the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. This crowd knows when to bring it. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward.